Good day, students. So see you again in this video, chapter 2, quadratic equations, 2.1 quadratic equations and their roots. So today I will do solution for some selected questions. The first question: determine whether the given values of x are the roots of each quadratic equation by inspection. So this is a method called by inspection. So how we do that? So the question A: x equals to -3, x equals to 5, and the equation is x plus 3 in bracket x minus 2 in bracket equals to 0. So how we do this by inspection? Okay, so I can write by inspection. Okay, so I'll take the first x, the values of x, that is -3. So I'll just replace that in the equation. So I'll get -3 plus 3 close bracket, open bracket again, -3 plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, now we'll look at the equation. So -3 plus 3, this part will produce a 0. So when it is 0, so 0 will multiply with whatever the outcome of this inside this bracket is also 0. So this is what we call by inspection. So after you replace, you determine whether any part of the brackets, any output from the brackets will produce 0. If it is, then on your left hand side you will get 0. So I can write by inspection and then equation with replaced value of x. I can say it's true because -3 plus 3, okay, this part of the equation, -3 plus 3 is 0. Thus x equals to -3 satisfies the equation and it is a root. It is a root. Okay, so that's how we do by inspection. So going by the same way for the second one, x equals to 5, so I can write there by inspection. So replace x equals to 5 into that equation. So you get 5 plus 3 close bracket, open bracket, 5 minus 2 close bracket equals to 0. Okay, this is not true because on our right hand side it's 0, but on your left hand side 5 plus 3 is 8 and 5 minus 2 is 3. So neither part of the equation produces 0. Therefore on your left hand side you will not get a 0 as the answer. So this is not true. Is not true. Okay, it's not true. Thus x equals to 5 is not a root. Okay, moving on to question B. Just copy and paste. X equals to -1, x equals to 4, and this is our equation. So we start with by inspection. For the first one, by inspection, okay, replace the first value is x equals to -1, so you replace that in the equation. -1 plus 1, and then -1 minus, sorry, -1 minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, Now -1 plus 1, -1 plus 1 is 0. Okay, so one part of the equation is 0, so you multiply with the second part, will definitely produce a 0. So this is true, because -1 plus 1 is 0. Okay, this part of the equation. Thus x equals to -1 satisfies the equation and it is a root. Okay, moving on to the next one. X equals to so by inspection, replace x equals to 4, so you get 4 plus 1, and the other one is 4 minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, so is this a root? Yes, because this part, the second part on my left, the second part of the equation will produce a 0. 4 minus 4 is a 0, so I can say is true because 4 minus 4 is 0. Thus x equals to 4 satisfies the equation and it is a root. Okay, moving on. C, copy paste the equation. So I'll start with x equals to 0. So by inspection, it's 0 open bracket 0 minus 7 close bracket equals to 0. Okay, so this is true because on my left hand side will produce a 0 because anything multiplies with the 0 is 0. So this is true, because because 0 multiply with any numbers will be 0. Okay, so I can write thus x equals to 0 satisfies the equation and it is a root. Okay, I'll do the next second one by inspection. Second one is 7, so 7 open bracket 7 minus 7 close bracket equals to 0. Okay, this is also true because 7 minus 7 in the bracket is 0, so it's true because 7 minus 7 is 0. Thus x equals to 7 satisfies the equation and it is a root. Okay, so that's all for this video. See you again in the next video. Bye.